Check this out. The 7-second brain trick activates your super brain. What is up, guys, and welcome to the Genius Wave review. So if you're watching this video, you've probably seen an ad on somewhere like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok about how to activate your genius brain from this new top NASA scientist discovery. And you've probably seen this video sales page. You can also, if you go to exit the page, it'll say, wait, in just 1.49 seconds, we're going to reveal to you my 7-second brain trick that gives you genius IQ. And they have an option here to read the text version, which I'll show you in just a second. But first of all, they trick you by saying it's 1 minute and 49 seconds in, whereas this video is like an hour long. So they're tricking you to stay on the page and continue watching. Again, they also have the text version where they're claiming that this guy, Dr. James Rivers, is a NASA scientist or studied at NASA, and he's unlocked a secret code to giving you this genius level of brainwaves, okay? And truth be told, that this is basically just an audio file that you can download and listen to. Even if you go back to the VSL page, if you scroll down, you'll see that what you really get for your $39 is basically an MP3 file that you can listen to on your computer or your phone. And it says it's going to unlock this genius wave, which if you watch the VSL or if you read this page, they tell you that it's basically just go in and get in some theta music, which you can obviously just go to Google for and type in theta brainwaves and listen to a video and get the same thing for free. But also, if you look at the bottom, you notice they have scientific references and spiritual studies. Now, the reason why they put these logos is to give themselves credibility, right? People are going to just see these and be like, whoa, NASA supports this, Stanford University supports this, and it just gives them a higher likelihood of clicking on this button and actually making a purchase. So I think that's pretty shady in my opinion. They also have these scientific references down here. Now you can't click on any of these links, but I've gone ahead and pulled up this first one here because I assume it's number one for a reason. And it says that you're 96% less creative than you were as a child. Here's how to reverse that. And if you go back to here, it also brings these things up. So I went ahead and found the article. This is the exact article they're talking about. And nothing in here mentions some of these like theta brainwaves. They do have this test right here where they mentioned that a NASA study did find that 4 and 5-year-olds, 95% of them scored creative genius level. 5 years later, only 30%. But this doesn't have anything to do with the stuff that they talk about inside of their video sales letter for the Genius Wave. It just talks about going on a walk, letting your mind wander, partner with actual kids, and imagine the best case scenario. It has nothing, it talks about nothing to do with beta waves or theta waves or listening to some magic audio that's gonna get your brain to become a genius. Like, I've looked up the references and they don't mention the stuff that they talk about in their video, okay? Like, this is the one by the NASA scientists, and let's search for theta. There's no mentions of the word theta in this whole article, which is the main thing that they talk about inside of their video sales letter on that page for the Genius Wave. They talk about listening to the audio, but even their references don't mention this at all, right? Like, it's just a TED talk is what their solution is. And their TED talk talks about the ideas of how to improve this, but none of this relates to anything that's in the Genius Wave. So they've just found some, I guess, unrelated articles just so they can claim that NASA scientists have studied this, even though when you look at it, it mentions nothing to do with what they actually mention inside of this course or inside of this MP3 that they're trying to sell you. So basically what I'm trying to get at here is I would save your money. You don't need to spend $39 to get yourself a genius brain by just listening to some MP3s just because some top secret NASA scientist has found out that this brainwave activates your dormant brain power, you know, with using the theta, the genius wave in your brain. Like, scientifically, theta does help, like getting in a state of theta, but that happens when you're an adult, when you sleep, and when you wake up in the morning, like you're in theta. while you're asleep and while you wake up, listening to some MP3 that you've paid $39 for probably isn't going to do a whole lot, especially when you can just go ahead and search for them and watch them for free on YouTube. Uh, so yeah, basically, I'm just telling you this so you can save yourself your money, save yourself time. You're gonna get an MP3 that's gonna magically unlock it with this 7 second or 7 minute trick. Like, if anything sounds that too good to be true, it is too good to be true in most cases, right? The 7 second brain trick that activates your super brain. Like, don't fall for this kind of things, guys. Honestly, it's really not gonna help you out as much as you think it is. Save yourself your $39. Invest that money into something else that could actually improve your life. Don't listen to the false claims. If something's extremely hyped like this and has all of these references that are only there to make it seem more legitimate, save your money. I wouldn't recommend investing in the Genius Wave. And do me a favor, and do everybody else who's going to be searching for a review on this a favor. Leave a comment down below. Anything you want. Leave a comment of your favorite fruit if you want. Banana, apple, whatever it might be. Just so that when people search for the Genius Wave review, this video is at the top of the results instead of all the other ones that you might see where they've just paid people to get on camera and talk about how amazing this is and how it's changed their life. Almost all of those, if not all of them, in my opinion, are just fake. They're paid for. So if you could do that, and if you could give the video a like, I would really appreciate it. And you can subscribe to the channel if you want. I do reviews on different programs like this almost every day to save everybody a bunch of money and for them to see what's real, what's not real. And as always, I leave my #1 recommendation to make a full-time income from home in the comment section down below and in the description. So feel free to check that out if you're interested in something like that. But this has been my review on the Genius Wave. If you liked it, again, hit that like button, leave me a comment with your favorite fruit, or leave me a comment with your opinion if you have already purchased this. And with that being said, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.